Hi everyone, in this tutorial we are going to work with Python iterations having two types, which is for loop as well as while loop. So we'll work very deeply in this tutorial. Let's watch this amazing video. Before tutorial we seen about types of functions and what is function, what are the different types of function, what is recursive function. We seen many things in before tutorial. If you missed the tutorial, the link was available in description and you can find and you can learn what is functions. And also you can given task related to function. If you missed that task, just do that and just comment in comment section. And now in this tutorial we are going to work with iterations. Just I'll close this file and create a new file which is called iterations. So what is meant by iterations? Generally, what is the use of iterations? So just you can see that. So iterations, the name itself having the meaning which is called continuously, it's running the process. So iterations means continuously the process was running. So if you want to stop particular time, so particular thing, so we can use that. So in Python we are having two types of iterations, which is called for loop as well as while loop. So by these we can do more and more things. If you want to iterate more, and in before I'm writing like what I can say, that factorial of a number. So by using for loop I return. So like if I want to print like 1 to 5 factorial, so in that time I use a for loop. So without for loop I also used if else, without with for, and also with recursion I used many things in before tutorial. So now what is the usage of main for loop, I want to explain that. So for loop is also used to iterate to as well as while also, of course. So first of all I'll say about for loop. So we'll discuss more about for loop. So the for loop syntax is we are having like a for, and we like in and we need to write range here. So that is called sequence, better to tell in sequence, which is called syntax I'm saying, and which is having like body. So we are having like body. So what's the perform is to perform. So this is all about, I'll make this one is quotations because just now I want to write actual code related to for loop, so how it was working. So before writing the for loop, so actual code of for loop, so I want to tell about range function. So we are having a range function in for loop. So that is what is meant by range. So just I'll write like help of range. You can see that we are getting that many things related to range. What is the use of range and how we can use, just see and you can understand what is the range function, which was having clear explanation. It is like increment the function. If you give like 0 comma or what's the value, n number of values, it's increment like 0 1 2 3. So that is the uses of range value. I hope you understand about range value. So now I want to print like, just I want to print like 1 to 10 numbers. So just I want to print 1 to 10 numbers by using for loop. So how? So for I'm giving I, so you can use I, J, N, whatever it may be, I in range of, so I in range of 1 comma 10. So I'm printing 1 to 10 numbers, right? But you can see the output I not get 10. So indentation is very important here, and just print I. You can see that is I'll get only 9 numbers because I given the 10. So it's taking only 9 numbers. If you want 10 numbers, you can give like 11 and you can see the output which is called 10. So you are printing 1 2 3 4 up to 10 numbers. That is you want to increment one number, so then only which is you can print that. So this is the way of to printing 1 to 10 numbers by using for loop. Now I want to print these 1 to 10 numbers like side by side. So how we can do that? So just copy this and paste it here and just give comma and equal to, just give quotations, give space and just enter. You can see 1 space, two space, you are getting the space, right? So this is the way to print the numbers side by side. And I want to print alternate numbers by using for loop. It is possible or not? Yes, of course it is possible. I want range of 1 comma 10 comma 2. That means I'm giving that up to 1, and I'm giving the size up to 11. That means up to 9 it was taking. I can give 11 of course, and I need the gap which is 2. So just give the print and print I, and you can see I'll get like 1 3 5 like that. Yes, of course, 1 3 5 7 9. So this is the way to print 1 to 9 numbers by using for loop. I hope everyone was understand about to print for loop. And you can use string also, not only loops, and you can use strings also. Just I'll create the name which is called Haripriya. So always I'm using Haripriya. Okay. So just I'm created a string which is called Haripriya, and I'm using for. So we are having that is I in name. Now just print I, and you can see you will get like Haripriya, Haripriya. You can see that. Yes, of course you need to print like side by side, just comma and equal to quotation space, and you can run, it's getting like side by side. So you can use print strings also to print that. So now I want to print like a pattern which is called pyramid. I want to print pyramid by using for loop. So I want to print this pyramid by using for loop. So now I'll write the code. So how to print the pyramid by using this code? Just I'll take one name of the variable which is called a string. Just I'm taking empty variable which is called string. And because why I'm taking means because I want to print the spaces as well as I want to do all the things. That's why I'm taking empty variable. Now I'm writing for I in range of. So I want to print like 5 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? So I want to take like 0 comma 7. So 0 comma 7. So now if so I less than 5. So if I give like I less than 5, so like if I give like 3 4 5 6, if you give like 2 3 whatever, just I'm giving if I less than 5. Now just string strt. So instead of equal to, that is plus, you need to increment the stars which was given, that is star, and you need to give the space, just give it like space, and the print, just print srt. Okay, now I'm writing again elif. I already explained about elif, the uses of elif. So you can see now if my I is greater than 4, so cr of colon minus 2. So print, yeah, srt. Output, that is I'm getting like a pyramid. So this is the way, just I'm giving the size which is 0 comma 9. So this is the way to print pyramid by using for loop. So you can see that I use like after minus, after less than 5, you can increment this one, and I'm giving the space. And if I remove the space, and you can see the output how it was working. So now you can see the space. So if I give the space, it is very clear. So yeah, so it's very clear to giving the space. So this is the way, and I'm decrementing, that is minus 2. So I want to decrement like this. So this is the way to print the pyramid by using this for loop. It's very clear, I think so. Now this is all about for loop. I hope everyone was enjoyed to write the for loop, and it was a very clear explanation about for loop. Now we'll go to while loop. So what is meant by while loop? What is the difference between while loop and for loop? So yes, of course we are having for loop, and why we are using while loop. So actually while loop is iterate the statement as long as the condition satisfied. So in for loop we'll give the range, and in while loop it's iterate the statement as well as when the condition was satisfied, then only it was iterated the statement. So just I'll print. So generally the while loop, the syntax was while condition. So while condition, while condition, yeah, and body. So you can see that body, what you can write, you can write the code related to that. So now I'll write the while loop code which is there. So I'll make it as markdown. Yeah. So while loop, which is I'm going to write the code. So if you want to uh, perform the statements when the condition was satisfied, then only it was perform the statement. So now I'll print the natural numbers by using while loop, and you can see how it was printing. So just I'll write the function which is I want to print 1 to 10 natural numbers which was there. So I'm giving that I should be start 1 and n natural numbers, that means the natural numbers up to 10 what you can give. And now I'm writing the condition, that is while I less than n, that means I is 1 less than 10. So just I'm giving 1 less than 10 instead of I less than 10, and just brackets, and you can give like I less than or equal to 10, that is called 10 1 less than or equal to 10. And indentation is very important in for loop, while loop, if loop, else if loop, everyone. So everything indentation is very important. Just I print I and just increment it, I equal to I plus 1, I plus 1, and you can run. You can see the output, that is called 1 2 3 4, which is called I want to print the numbers 1 to 10 numbers, you can see by using while loop. So you can see by using for loop how I printed just for I in range of 1 comma 11. You can see I got 1 to 10 numbers. So here you can see that I less than n, if I given I less than n, then automatically it's checking the condition. If the condition was satisfied, then only it will print it. So if the condition was not satisfied, it was doesn't print anything. If I give like greater than, you can see the output what happens. Yes, it doesn't print anything. So that is the difference between for loop and while loop. I hope everyone was understand the difference between for loop and while loop. So now we can perform the simple task by using while loop. How many iterations it was working, I want to see that. So just I'll create like a equal to 1 and b is also equal to 1. And now while I'm writing the condition which is a less than 10. So I'm giving the condition if my a is less than 10, just print iteration, iteration. So just make it as quotations. Yeah. So you can observe debug that how it was working clearly. You can see that. So a equal to a plus 1. So I'm incrementing. So a equal to a plus 1 and b equal to b plus 1. I'm incrementing b value also. So a equal to a plus 1 and also b equal to b plus 1. You can see that, yeah, you can see up to iterations 9. So because I given less than 9, if you see that, yeah, same code which was written in before. So you can see, but I never used b statement. So now I'll write the b. If my b is equal to 4, yeah. So it should be break. So if my b is equal to 4, I want to print only these three statements 1, 2, 3. So just give like break. Yeah. So we are having break in while loop also. Just you can see I'm getting only 1, 2, 3. If my 4 was there, it should be break up to there. So this is the way the uses of while statement. If you break means it stops there. And if you given like 5 up to you can get 1 2 3 4, you can see that. So this is the way to use of while statement. I think I'll give task related to for loop and while loop in description, and just don't forget to do the task. This is all about iterations. I hope everyone was enjoyed about iterations. I'll come with another tutorial that is called data structures. So until then, wait for next tutorial.
Hope this video is helpful to you. In future, definitely I'll do more videos and more things, and let's subscribe this channel because if you support me, I'll do more and more videos, and do like and share also.